If you are homosexual or lesbian, or maybe you are born a man and you behave like a lady, right? You do things like a lady or vice versa. You're not sure about your gender, then this video isn't right for you. You are watching a wrong video. If you are gay or lesbian, please wait for another video next week. This video is made for real men and women. Now, if you are a man or a woman, then let's get started. Many expert and scientific studies have shown a real difference between men and women. According to MRI scans, when men communicate, they use 2 centers of their brains, and when women communicate, they use 7 centers of their brains. It's like a man has 2 titles or 2 chapters they develop while communicating, while a woman has 7 chapters she develops. So you can see a real difference of the clarity in their expressions. You can see how women's brain allow them to communicate more powerful than men. But sometimes they keep quiet and they don't say everything they have in their minds. They just shake their heads and listen to some poor opinions that they understand better. That's another level. But let me talk about this. Scientifically talking, women have 5 years ahead of maturity comparing to men. What I mean is that if you compare a man of 20 years to a woman of the same age, you will find out that a woman is more mature than a man. A difference of 5 years of maturity. That's why you are going to notice that when children are growing up, you will usually see ladies at the age of 10 or 11. They have become clean. They can do a lot of things by themselves. They know many things. But boys of 15 or 16 years are still ignorant, very dirty, and can't do many things alone. You will also notice that when a man is married to a lady of the same age as him, the man always shows immaturity in some acts. The lady looks wiser. The lady will always say, "Don't do this. Why don't you grow up at once? You are acting like a child." Have you ever experienced that? Or maybe you know a couple like that? Comment below, please. Comment below. I will be happy to know that and to also learn from you. If you are a man, I encourage you to continue watching this. You are going to discover a lot of things that are very important for you and maybe for your soulmate as well. But before I continue to give other aspects, please subscribe to my channel right now. Subscribe if you haven't done so, and give me some thumbs up if you like this video. Let's subscribe. I'll be right back in a second. Let's subscribe. I also discovered that there is no human being, there is no animal that is more focused than a man. Men can get very focused, and focus is something great that make you achieve greatness. Men have high focus because they can process only one sensory input at a time, while women can process multiple sensory inputs. I'll explain it. For example, when a man is using a phone or is watching television, he doesn't see or hear anything from the outside world apart from what he is watching on television. He becomes totally focused and fixated on the visual images and words on the screen. Even though you are calling him or you are telling him something, it's going to be quite insisting for you to get his attention. So he becomes very focused. When a man is typing a mail or answering a phone call, he has to turn down the television or the radio. Men can do many things extremely well, but they can do only one thing at a time. Whereas women, on the other hand, can cook in the kitchen, talk to her husband, blame children in their room, watch television, read mails at once. All these at once. Women are multi-dimensional and can process several inputs simultaneously. They can talk and listen at the same time and be aware of what other people around them are doing or saying. And it makes ladies incapable of doing things extremely well because they do many things at the same time. I will keep the best at the end, but let me talk about this. Women are relationship experts. They are very sensitive to other people. For example, you will notice that when a man and a woman attend a meeting or any type of people gathering, just within some minutes, a woman will have done analysis and assessment of each person in the room. They know the attitude of everybody. They even know which lady in the room wants to dredge her man, but the man will have noticed almost nothing. This is because men are simple and straightforward in their thinking, and women are complex. They are aware of small details and very sensitive to the dynamics of the relationships of people around them. They can notice which lady is jealous, which lady wants you. They can even insult one another only with their eyes, their mouths and facial gestures. A man will notice nothing. And something else, a man can call his wife on the phone and say hello. The woman just heard only one word, hello, but she will answer, what's wrong, babe? Is everything okay? Women have the ability to pick up a wealth of meaning and emotion from a single word on the phone. They can even see you walking or entering a room and they already know that something is wrong. I will say that again. Women are relationship experts. Yeah. Last but not least, leadership. Let's talk about leadership. Men can lead very well from the front, and women can lead extremely well behind a man. That's why people usually say, behind a successful man, there is a great woman. It's because if a man is leading and he has a woman who fully believes in his vision and she is ready to support the man, that man will be a great leader. If you don't believe me, ask Barack Obama and other successful people you know. Their wives supporting them play a great role in their success and leadership. And it is not necessary for the woman to be your wife. If she is your wife, that's better. But what I mean is that if a man has a woman who backs her up in leadership, the man trusts and exposes every challenges to a woman who is also fully committed to that man, that will be a great success. That's when harmony comes between men and women. It's very important for a man to find a woman to trust and vice versa. So, if you are still watching up to here, I give you the floor to tell us whether women are better than men. You can comment below to tell us what to think about it. And maybe there's something that I didn't say in the video and you know that. You can also tell us in the comments the difference between men and women.